Welcome to Fright Club Live at Gateway Film Center.
Well, first of all, I want to say there have been a handful of times where I've planned a movie and we've shown a movie and I have somehow completely forgotten that not only is there full frontal, but there is actually penetration in the film, and I forgot.
Tonight, a screening of the 2022 film The Coffee Table and a podcast discussion on the best in parenting disasters in horror.
A first-time watch of this is something you can't get back.
Plus a great film short called The Sequence.
Yeah, great story. I hate you guys for making it.
Now, here are your hosts, Hope Madden and George Wolf.
Yay, welcome.
Yay.
Welcome back. Thank you for coming out. Welcome, Gateway Film Center here in Columbus, Ohio. This is the Fright Club podcast. We're in the nice, cozy room.
That's right, we are.
I like this.
We're not in the lazy boy room.
No,
so
we can't do that.
At some point we'll do that.
Because everybody would be asleep.
That's
you go in house number 8 and you're out. Yeah, isn't it? Come on in. Come on in. Well, welcome. This is Fright Club. We're talking about parenting disasters and showing a fun. A fun is a weird word.
Yeah, it's
for the
not
coffee
fun.
table.
It's really traumatic.
Yeah, right.
It's
It is fun. It is fun. And I look forward to talking about it afterwards because
Yes.
I know there's some people here. Well, how many people have not seen this yet? Look at that.
Okay.
I
God
love
bless
it.
ya.
I love it. Yeah, God bless you because this is a ride for sure. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun
As
to
you
talk
watch
about.
it, I just want to point out, I reviewed this movie when it came out, and because it's a foreign language film, I brought up IMDb first to just sort of familiarize myself a little bit, and IMDb had it listed as a comedy. I want you to know
There
that
are
before
some
you
funny
watch
parts.
it.
There definitely are some funny parts.
I was ill prepared.
And there are some not funny parts.
That's right.
Anyway, we'll get to that. Last time out, we had the Ohio premiere of Obsession.
How
yeah,
cool
we had
was
the Ohio
that?
premiere of Obsession.
That was
right here.
so cool.
And
God,
that
I love that movie.
has gone on to just do gangbusters
It sure
business,
has.
which I love.
Yes.
I love both that and Backrooms.
That's right.
They're both so great, and they continue to do. In fact, I think Obsession is back at number 1 this week.
Nice.
I believe,
Nice.
which is unheard of after like 5 weeks. It's back
Yeah.
at number 1. So
Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much because, as we said, there have been in the last few months there have been a number of really good horror movies that did not do well at the
Yeah,
box office,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then these two just
Right.
killing
Started
it.
with Hokum. Hokum did really well.
Hokum,
And then Obsession, and then Backrooms.
Ready or Not 2 didn't do well. There's been
No,
a few.
these are the ones that did do
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hokum,
and then hopefully, and then Leviticus comes out next week. Hopefully it will do
Yeah.
well as well. So
So we're on a roll. We're
Yep.
on an upswing. Let's keep it going.
That's right.
And also we want to thank, by the way, when we had that Obsession screening, guy came down to say hi. His name was Matthew, and he drove in for that from Washington D.C.
it was crazy.
We're like, what?
I know.
And so Matthew, thank you so much. He said
Thank
he
you.
was a
It was
long
great to meet you.
long-time listener, and
Yeah.
he wanted to come in just for that, and we were floored.
I know. And he picked such a good one because it looked like we were like a bigger deal than we are. Because
I know.
all these people
know.
have come in to see
I know.
Obsession. No, it's always like this at Fright Club.
I know. Too bad he didn't come to Hagazusa, when people were pissed at us.
I stand by that movie.
I know, I do too. But anyway, Matthew, thank you so much. And also, we have to say, in between the last podcast and this one, we were reached out to by the folks at FeedSpot, and they made a list of their best horror podcasts
In the Midwest. And we made it.
Hey, we're on that list.
That's right,
So
we are.
We want to say thank you to FeedSpot for doing that. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. It
That was super cool.
Nothing that we applied for or
No.
anything. They just reached out and said, hey. And then we looked at the listings, and it's like they've listened and everything. So we appreciate that, FeedSpot. Thank you.
We also wanted to say, today, on this very day, Roost, a novel that I wrote, comes out. So it actually came out several years ago, and then the publisher went out of business last year, and so it went out of print, and I was very sad. But Lock and Dun Jungle Press has re-released it, and it comes out today. So if you don't have a copy of Roost, get one.
Yay.
Thank you.
That is awesome. Yeah, thanks to them. Also, thank you to Ginger Nuts of Horror, as always. Our
yes.
partner here with Fright Club.
Yeah, great movie reviews, mainly ours, Mad Wolf, but not exclusively. And also, it's my favorite spot to go to hear about horror books. They do a lot of reviews of horror books, which I always find. And they do a lot of articles, fascinating articles. So, and they're a great follow, Ginger Nuts of Horror.
That's right. And one more thing to point out, if we may, shameless plug, Sunday is our 30th wedding anniversary. So thank you for coming. Thank you very much. We're looking forward. We're leaving tomorrow for a little Florida vacation to
That's
celebrate.
right.
So
Key West.
we appreciate that.
So we will be drunk by this time tomorrow.
Drunk. So good stuff. All right, so we're getting to parenting disasters in horror, and you've got a few honorable mentions, and these are good.
They are. So here's the thing about parenting disasters. Almost every horror movie could in one way or another be directly related to poor parenting. So I was looking for where they really were trying. Like one slip up, one wrong shower. I'm not looking at like Jack Torrance. He shouldn't have been anybody's dad, right? Margaret White. That's nope. The bad parents. I wasn't looking for that, and I was looking, and just also not just like the doofus parents who, like not bad people, but The Lodge. Remember The Lodge? I love that movie. That dad is such a dumbass that he made our dumbass dad list.
Idiot.
Yeah, the worst. So I was really looking for parents who weren't necessarily bad parents and just maybe made one horrifying decision. And so that was sort of the crux of the film, has to do with that one parenting disaster. So that's what these are. And a couple of The Lodge almost made it. The Witch, that's another one where like there was such a series of like, if you hadn't moved them away from the village, then the witch wouldn't have stolen the baby. And if you hadn't let your wife think your daughter stole her cup, just a lot of bad parenting choices that led to that. Babadook, but that's really, it's not just one choice, right? I mean, that was a lot of parenting problems.
And that's kind of what the movie was about anyway. So,
Goodnight Mommy, that's another one where, you're like, what exactly? Keep the boys inside sometimes. The Omen, it really started off with this one guy.
Real bad choice.
Making one really bad choice about, if mine's dead, I'll take that one. You know what? That was not a great.
And then you didn't really vet your nanny very well either.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Die, My Love, which is not a horror movie really, but I write with Jennifer Lawrence last year, where there was just a couple times I thought, I think that maybe a live-in nanny. Maybe I could recommend that because I don't like that you're alone with that kid very much. The Ring, she made some poor choices as a parent.
Yeah, she did. Starting with letting her child call her by her first name. That was really the first chink. Like, maybe you're not a good parent. She was not a good parent at all.
Everest did that. Our next door neighbor, who was this tiny little boy, he would always refer to his mom by Stephanie. He would just tell George, Stephanie, blah, blah, blah.
Your mom?
Did Stephanie? Your mom do that? Oh
anyway, God. We digress.
So I think that is the also ran, like the honorable mention list. I thought so, yeah.
Those are very good. All right. So we'll get to the top 5 of parenting disasters. And boy, this is one. From 2009, genetic engineers hope to achieve fame by successfully splicing together the DNA of different animals to create new hybrid animals for medical use. Splice.
We'd crossed the line.
What did you expect when you made it? Didn't you have a plan?
You can't let her out. Specimens need to be contained.
Don't call her that.
What is going on?
She's become unstable.
This is the disaster everyone warns about. A new species set loose in the world.
Oh, that movie goes some places, doesn't it?
Man. It does.
Boy. I do love that the main characters are named Clive and Elsa, which is, of course, a direct homage to The Bride of Frankenstein, a film that we love so much. And, man, the two leads, talk about the cast.
Yeah.
I mean, Sarah Polley, who has also gone on to be a great director.
Yes.
And, of course, double Oscar winner, Adrian Brody.
Yeah. And I love Sarah Polley anyway. She's essentially a god. And I love her in this movie because she's just not here to be anybody's mom. But at the same time, when she needed some DNA, like that's a weird commitment. I don't really want to ever be a parent here. Hey, let's make this creature out of my own personal human body. That seemed like a strange choice. And then, of course, where it went. So that was like the first real parenting choice that led to a series of the most amazing disasters. Of course, scientifically, a lot of problematic situations arose as well.
Yeah, scientifically and personal choices were bad.
Mm-hmm.
I love, though, that the movements of Dren were based on the visual effects supervisor's golden retriever.
Oh.
He says, I was out one night walking my golden retriever when he tore across the field. I noticed that as fast as those legs were going, his head and tail stayed perfectly still. So he took that to the studio and made that work with baby Dren. That's very interesting.
It is. That's very interesting.
Yeah, I never thought about that. The rest of the body stays still and the legs just move.
Yeah.
But the movements of Dren
Yeah.
are creepy, man.
Yeah, and then all of the way that she evolves throughout the film. It's a cool idea, and the performance is great. And it was directed by Vincenzo Natali, who also did The Cube, which is great. A great claustrophobic horror film, and so.
And actually, from what he has said, he had to wait. He wanted to make this film earlier than he did after the success of Cube. But the technology, the visual technology wasn't there yet. So we actually waited 10 years to make this film.
That's an interesting point, because I wondered at the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, why has it taken this guy this many years to make this movie? But he waited long enough, and he got 2 Oscar winners. I mean, they hadn't won them yet, but... and they really do elevate things. Sarah Polley in particular, she's so unapologetically unapologetic in this movie. She's just so fuck you the whole movie. It's great. She's wonderful. And she's got those big wide set eyes that always make me think of The Brood, of Samantha Eggers from the movie The Brood, who's also a really not great mom. I'm going to be honest with you. So anyway, I've always liked this movie a lot. And it got panned when it came out, and I was sad about that, because I just remember thinking like, oh my God, that's going on right now. Are you guys watching this?
Yeah, it sure does. That is Splice from 2009, number 5. Moving up to number 4, we've talked about this a time or two, from 2009. A grieving couple retreat to their cabin in the woods, hoping to repair their broken hearts and troubled marriage. But nature takes its course, and things go from bad to very, very worse. Antichrist.
You have to have the courage to stay in the situation that frightens you.
Do you love me? I can't do this. The ground is burning.
The ground is not burning.
Nature is Satan's church.
Do you know what you're saying?
You shouldn't underestimate evil.
Tell me what you think is supposed to happen in the woods.
Where are you? I shouldn't have come here. Get out!
That I know, but that just reminds you how beautiful the opening minutes of that film were. They really, really were just gorgeous. And then, good God.
And really, that shower, that was the worst decision those guys ever made. That and just leaving the window open. Those two things, straight to hell.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, that's so many bad decisions, starting with, but the fact that he's a psychiatrist and he's going to be allowed to be her therapist.
Yeah, they made a series of horrible decisions. Yes. And for the longest time, you just think, I hate Willem Dafoe. And then you're like, oh, I don't know if he deserved that. Wow.
No.
Wow.
No.
Yeah, Power Tools and Horror. That we did a top podcast, Power Tools and Horror. This one was on that.
Yeah, bad. It should come as no surprise if you didn't know that when the filming started, Lars von Trier had just left a mental hospital where he had stayed for 2 months. So, shocker.
Oh.
Yeah, the way this movie plays out is definitely...
Well, none of his films are really a good time.
They're not. They're not a good time.
No.
They're not happy-go-lucky.
No, no.
But my Lord, this one. Although, much like the other, I mean, the 2 actors at the top of this, incredible.
Unbelievable. Amazing performances.
And they're not afraid to go there.
No.
They are not.
No.
Neither one of them.
Yes. No.
It looks beautiful. And then in the middle of everything, you got that fox that just... Like,
Chaos reigns.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a mind trip. And it was originally scheduled for production years earlier, but the executive producer accidentally revealed that the planned ending would be to reveal that Satan had created the world. And Lars von Trier was incensed and rewrote the ending.
Okay.
How do you let that slip? You're an executive producer. You just casually just drop that in some interview? That's a pretty big reveal.
It's a big reveal. It's a dumb ending, though.
But it's a Lars von Trier type of ending.
Yeah, famously, Well, first of all, I want to say there have been a handful of times where I've planned a movie and we've shown a movie, and I have somehow completely forgotten that not only is there full frontal, but there is actually penetration in the film, and I forgot.
Oh.
And it's something I should remember, and I don't know how it's possible that oh God, that's right. But then the other famous thing is it's not actually Willem Dafoe's wiener, because his is too big and weird looking, says Lars von Trier, and
so he's got that going for him. We just can't show that, man. It would weird people out.
That's right.
Fun fact for Antichrist 2009. But yeah, there are so many. If you started making a list of the bad parenting decisions in that movie, it would take a while.
Yeah.
There are plenty.
Well, they just make a lot of bad choices.
They do.
Anyway, yeah.
They do, all the way around. And that's number 4. Oh, actually, another fun fact I like about this. The sound engineer actually swallowed a microphone and recorded the inner audio of his body to achieve some of the sounds in the film.
Wow.
Yeah. I got to think alcohol was involved in that decision. Like, hey, man, what if I swallowed the mic? Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. And, okay.
All right.
It fits with the film.
I don't think our sound guy was half that committed.
No, he should have been. Number 4, Antichrist. Number 3, oh, man, this is a tough watch. From 2022, a Danish family visits a Dutch family when they met on a holiday. What was supposed to be an idyllic weekend slowly starts unraveling as the Danes try to stay polite in the face of much unpleasantness. The original Speak No Evil.
We have a situation here. Someone left without saying goodbye.
So many things have felt so wrong.
Because we do things differently.
Why are you doing this? No one's forcing you to stay, but I really hope you do, because today is gonna be a great day.
That was a hard movie to watch.
That is a gut punch.
It is.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
I remember a coworker of mine asked me about it. He really likes horror movies. Well, actually, he's the guy that does our intro.
That's right.
Dave. And I said, oh, yeah. And he came back the next day. He's like, holy Lord.
Yeah.
That one just kicks you right where it hurts, man.
It does. It does. And a lot of it, I mean, it's not specifically about parenting poor decisions, although there are so many moments in the film where you're just like, don't fucking do that. What are you doing right now? And, you know, they loved their daughter, and they just didn't. I mean, they just were so easily cowed by this family, and you kept thinking, well, you know, just. And then the one time they do something, the one time the dad does something and he's acting like it's just specifically for his daughters, to go back for that goddamn stuffed animal. You're like, you are the dumbest people. You are the dumbest people.
Yeah.
But, you know, they seem like a nice enough family. They just made a series of the worst possible choices out of being polite.
Yeah, and it's not...
Never be polite,
and
never.
it's not only socially awkward, but it's brutal.
Oh, God,
and then the
it's so
two of
brutal.
those things together, you know, you get those movies that are just socially awkward, and they just make you squirm. But then it just adds the brutality to it.
Yeah.
You just can't believe it.
It reminded me of Michael Haneke. It reminded me of Funny Games, where it's really, you're just exploiting these sort of cultural norms of being brittle and polite.
And it actually the inspiration for it came from a real incident, because the director was on holiday, his director and his wife on holiday, and they met another couple, and that couple invited them, you know, to come stay with them later. And they didn't do it.
No.
But he started thinking, what if we did? And they turned out to be psychos.
You know what?
And that just got the ball
This
rolling.
would happen to us, and I would write something, and it would not be a fraction of as good as that, and that would just make me sad. So now the story has made me sad, George. Is that your point?
Yes, that's my, you know, on the verge of our anniversary, I thought I would make you feel good. No, but it's interesting, though, how the creative people just think about that.
Yeah.
You know? And then he said they never saw or talked to that couple again.
Yeah, it's for the best.
Because you don't know, I'm not going to go stay with you.
No.
So he just started thinking, boy, what if we did? And they were weirdos. And the Dutch couple, the actors, were actually married in real life. So that, of course, helps the realism. And the original ending was, I guess, going to be much, much worse.
I don't know how that's possible.
There were many more people involved, many more victims. Sort of like at the end of Wolf Creek, or near the end of Wolf Creek.
Oh, yeah.
You see all those different IDs in there. That he's been doing this to a lot of other people. Same kind of deal.
Yeah.
But so they toned it down a little bit, if you can believe that. And then, of course, they remade it with James McAvoy.
Yeah.
which I never saw the remake.
You know, it isn't bad. I think had it stood on its own, I think it would have been a fine film.
Yeah, because he's so good.
He was great in it, and it was American tourists as opposed to being Danish tourists, and so they were less polite. But people, and so in the end, the punches are pulled because the American couple were not as likely to go along with everything as this other couple was. But I enjoyed it. I thought the performances were great. I thought James McAvoy was great. But it was not nearly as memorable as the original. Yeah, the original, Speak No Evil, from 2022, which takes us up to number 2, a very divisive movie. You see a lot of people online ranking like the worst movies they've ever seen. A lot of times this one pops up. From 2017, a couple's relationship is tested when uninvited guests arrive at their home, disrupting their tranquil existence. It's Mother! Exclamation point.
They've come here to see me.
Come quick! You're insane! You're insane!
All I'm trying to do is bring life into this house. Open the door to new people, new ideas.
I'm so sorry.
Get out of my house!
You give and you give and you give. It's just never enough.
Yeah, that movie brings out a lot of hate. A lot of people really don't like that movie.
I did.
I did too.
Yeah, this movie made me so uncomfortable. It made me so uncomfortable.
So uncomfortable.
And it's so funny because of all the unbelievably horrible things that happen the longer the movie goes on and what you know that the trajectory is and when she's like falling asleep and you're like, oh no. The thing that stuck with me is she kept walking into this room and telling these people not to sit where they were sitting because it was going to break. And every time she came back, those same dumbasses were sitting on this table that was going to break. And for some reason, it just had my stomach and nuts. Like, get off of that!
Yeah.
Like the party scene was so effective in that way that she was just circling her home, just trying to tell people what they, and everybody was so rude. And then that was just going to get worse, George.
Oh, man.
Yep.
And the cast in this is incredible.
Oh, my
They're
God.
all so great. Not only Jennifer Lawrence at the top, Javier Bardem, Michelle
Pfeiffer is so amazing in this movie. She's diabolical.
A bunch of Gleasons show up at the door. It's so misunderstood, I think, when it first came out. Before Darren Aronofsky, just in an interview, just said that, look, it's a biblical allegory.
So here's the thing about Aronofsky is I feel like he made like 5 or 6 movies in succession where he just worked out his issues on the screen. Mm-hmm. And Mother, I think you can see a lot of, there's a lot of Noah in that. There's a lot of Black Swan in that. There's just a lot of everything he had been working on sort of in isolation, all jumbled up in this one party scene. And I thought Jennifer Lawrence was great.
Yeah,
I thought visually it was just stunning.
It was.
It made me so uncomfortable.
Same.
So I feel like it achieved its goal.
I do too.
But I think a lot of people did not expect it to be essentially a horror film. And I think horror people, because the trailer makes it look like it's an outright horror film, and it's really not outright horror. But what happens is horror film fodder. So if you went in expecting an art house Aronofsky movie, you're like, the fuck did I just watch?
Exactly.
And if you went in not caring about Aronofsky and expecting sort of the movie that the trailer delivered, you're like, oh, this is kind of a slow build, isn't it? So I feel like it had a hard time finding its audience.
It was definitely one of those, what the fuck did I just watch so many people. But I'm with you. Even though it made me very uncomfortable, I liked it.
Yep.
I liked it. It's a ride. And that is Mother from 2017. All right, we're up against the clock as usual, so we got to go to number 1, and that is the one that we're going to see tonight. It is from 2022. Jesus and Maria are a couple going through a difficult time in their relationship. Nevertheless, they have just become parents. To shape their new life, they decide to buy a new coffee table, a decision that will change their existence, the coffee table.
Que nos está portando felicidad.
¿Tú estás por la mesita? ¿En serio? ¿Qué está pasando?
All right, we already know there's a lot of people here who have not seen it, so of course We're not going to talk much about it. I do want to let you know it was shot over the course of just 10 days.
Wow.
10 days. And in an interview just a couple of years ago, the director, Kaye Cassis, said the overall intended effect, quote, I would like them to never forget the experience for better or worse.
Yeah.
End of quote.
Yeah.
So I think we'll see that he achieved that. So please come down after.
Oh, yeah, please.
We want to
please.
get your thoughts on the film.
We do.
After it's over and get you on the podcast. So we'll fire that up here in just a couple of minutes.
Yep. I just wanted to point out, and it's a funny thing. So this movie was supposed to be our May film for Mother's Day. Naturally. But we got Obsession. And so we pushed this back. And so what that technically means is that our July film is our Pride film. So we'll just celebrate Pride for an extra couple of weeks. We are going to show the Ken Russell movie, A Lair of the White Worm. I'm very excited about that. That should be fun to watch on a big screen. And
any Ken Russell, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
And our topic is going to be temptation.
Ooh. Okay, so we're going to watch The Coffee Table, but first, we managed to get a great short film that we've been working on trying to get here for a few months, and if you've come to Nightmares Film Festival last year, you may have seen it. It's called The Sequence, and it's a short, very good short film, very well done. We've had the good fortune to correspond with the directors through the last few months trying to get this film. They've been great. We had a great Q&A with them when they were here. And just another reason to come check out Nightmares Film Festival because you see some fantastic films, shorts and features. So we're going to show The Sequence first and then The Coffee Table, and then we'll chat about it, right?
That's right.
Okay. So thanks so much for coming out in this cozy House 7. So, Stan, I think we're ready. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you in a few.
So a laugh riot, that was.
Yeah, I don't want to disagree with that girl's T-shirt, but there are bad days.
There were some bad days. Yeah.
I think this was a pretty bad day.
It was a bad day.
Oh.
I'm very eager to hear what you guys had to say.
Yeah.
I wanted to say one of the things that impressed me the most the first time I saw this, and more so the second time since I'm sort of over a lot of the trauma of the first time, is how impeccably crafted the film is. It's punctuated like a sitcom. Everything about it is. You're essentially in one place the whole time. You're in somebody's living room the whole time. And you just keep waiting, and and then you hear, and the girl shows up, and like there is this weirdly comic element to the entire film that just makes it so much more unseemly.
Yeah. You've seen those, a lot of times you'll see on YouTube, someone takes a real horror movie and recuts it with some funny and makes it a sitcom. You could do that so easily with this.
They've already done it.
You're right. There's so many beats. But I'll tell you, I remember the first time we watched it, when that dog showed up, it put me over the edge.
Oh, the dog.
It's just like, there's no way. No way. And it went straight for the couch. It went straight there. Yeah. And then you have that whole B story thing with that Ruth and, wanting to run away with him and stuff. What?
Yeah.
There was all sorts of those comic elements, but really, really freaky too.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's based around a horrifically tragic event.
Like the most tragic possible event.
Yeah, and I can't believe that salesman lied about the breakable glass.
I also, her laugh.
Oh, I know.
You know what?
How many packs a day did she smoke?
I don't think she quit smoking while she was pregnant. I don't think she did. She had the best cackle.
She really did.
It was
and
awesome.
She got a real kick out of it. She laughed for a while. Unbreakable glass. Well, come on down if you would like to talk about it. We'd love to hear what you have to say because I know a lot of people did not see it. A first-time watch of this is something you can't get back. I know, and this is your first time here at Fright Club. Welcome, thank you.
Yay!
And what'd you think?
Oh, am I, hold on, before I say my thoughts, am I allowed to curse on the podcast?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
What the fuck do you guys have me watch? I will say it's really well written. I fucking love how it's such a simple concept. It's able to hold your attention for that long. It's something I really appreciate as a writer, and seeing something like that, especially I imagine the budget itself was low, but for what it did, especially with the concept, it's amazing.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. You think about the premise and think, how are they going to hold attention for an hour and a half?
Yeah,
exactly that here. Also, I was not expecting to be that funny. I'm there's times I'm like, should I be laughing at this? But
yeah, we were definitely laughing. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming. Yeah, that's. I'm glad we could make it
Also, one more thing. Whoever told me that this is like a Serbian film fucking lied to me.
Oh yeah, no, it's not like a Serbian film.
Not at all.
Compared to him, like, you're a fucking liar.
Yeah, that was a lie.
So two things. First, I think this is the quintessential, I've watched this and emotionally suffered, and now I have to drag my best friend to see this so they can also suffer type movie. Secondly, I really liked how they held back on the gore in order to make it actually more horrific. I think. It was much more intentional than I think people would expect.
Yeah, very much so. Especially when the accident happened, you were off and down the hall a little bit.
Yeah.
And just saw the blood splatter. And it is a shame because that was a beautiful table. Let's be real.
Yeah. So
it really brought the room together.
It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion, and the whole time, you guys already talked about it feeling like a sitcom. The whole time, what this made me think of is this is basically Scott's Tots for horror fans. The whole fucking time, you're just we all know something that this one guy or this one woman doesn't, and it makes your skin crawl.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like my Apple Watch is going to tell me that I have a heart problem or something after this movie. But yeah, great story. I hate you guys for making me watch it.
That's the best compliment we could have gotten.
10 out of 10. I don't ever want to see it again.
Right?
That's right. That's right.
She is so touched by that right now. You can't imagine. Thank you so much.
Guys, come on. This is the first Fright Club I've been back to in a year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you're
It hasn't been that long, a year?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're back, first of all. Hope
And
you
I
won't
remember
wait another
actually,
year.
if I remember correctly, Swallow really bothered you you were like, this is a tough film. I'm not sure why you made me watch it. And so welcome back.
I mean, I did love Swallow, but you had to reference Hazarusa too, huh?
Hazarusa, yeah, your face.
That's right.
But yeah, no, great. What's the next one next year?
She knows how to party. Oh man, I'm so glad. Yeah. I'm so glad because it's one of those that. Well, you remember the quote that I read from the director. He said he didn't want you to forget it. I don't think you'll forget it.
No.
Anytime soon, because the people that did when we announced it last month when we said this was going to show. The people that have seen it just went, oh.
Yeah, and they're not here today, by the way.
That's right.
I do want to say,
well,
that's right.
Seth and Michael are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do want to say David Pareja plays Jesus, and I feel like he was perfect. He's this dumbass who wants to buy the most god-awful table you've ever seen, and you just want to root for him, and I just think that performer played that just perfectly, because it would be incredibly easy, especially after he insisted on buying that table, to just hate this guy, and you really, really don't, and I feel like if you did, and especially I think opposite her performance, which was so. Hilariously bitter, just with that cackle and wouldn't let go how stupid he was to buy this table, and then it's like, I'll be home in 30 minutes, idiot. I thought that his performance was just really wonderful.
And like you said, like a sitcom, the peripheral characters are all very memorable.
Yeah.
That salesman guy, and then he wants to be friends.
Yeah.
What?
Friends.
Yeah, I know.
Podcast listeners, I'm winking right now at the
it came through. Yeah. It came through. Oh, I'm so glad. I think everybody seems to like it.
Did you like it?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Good. Because it's one you don't forget. But it strikes me too. You think about the premise. It's almost like one of those prompts you'd get in a creative writing class, and the teacher just puts coffee table up there. Now write me a story.
Oh, that's the prompt. I was like, what's the prompt?
No. No, because you've had those. They just put something random on there.
Yeah, for
write
sure.
me a story about the coffee. Oh, I'll write you a goddamn story about a coffee table. I'll tell you right now.
It is funny though, because I was talking to Michael earlier today, and he said, knowing what the film was, he said it's been a while since he'd been to a Fright Club when anybody walked out. And first of all, I got to admit, I was a little offended. I'm like, God damn it has been a while since anybody walked out.
You got to work harder.
But I don't think anybody walked out.
No.
I don't think so.
No, nobody did.
So, okay.
Oh, really? Tyrone had enough.
Oh,
okay.
no, I'm going to hear it later.
Yeah, we'll definitely hear it later. That's right. I did see Tyrone Lee.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to have to hear
That was
about
probably intentional.
it. Yeah. We'll have to make an addendum to the podcast. All right. Well, you already mentioned what is next time. We
That's
just
right.
found out that today, Lair of the White Worm.
That's right, Lair of the White Worm. Very excited about that. That's a
Good
super
stuff.
fun, campy, transgressive horror movie. That's a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
that'll be fun to watch.
So that'll be fun.
With a crowd.
And usually...
And not fun in the way this movie was fun. Like, legitimately fun it will be. Yeah.
Usually this is where I say I'll have this edited and up in a couple of days, but I won't because
No.
we're going on vacation tomorrow.
That's right.
So it's going to be, 8 or 10 days. So I'll get to it.
That's right.
But not right away. But we appreciate it, man. This was fun. A lot of fun. Like it here in 7.
Yeah, I do kind of like it. Yeah.
Just us buds.
That's right.
I like that. All right. So thank you so much as always. We hope to see you next month. And the podcast will be long.
It'll be
when I'm damn good and ready. And until then, she is Hope Madden.
He's George Wolf.
And this is the Fright Club podcast.
Stay frightful, my friends. Let's hear it for House 7. Thanks, you guys. That was fun.